Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the weight of your hands resting calmly on your knees. Now, feel your ring finger. Not just the skin, but the energy beneath. What secrets might it be holding, silently, for years? The body is a temple, and every finger is an altar of memory. Ancient Ayurvedic saying, across centuries and cultures, the ring finger has been viewed as more than a symbol of union or love. It is seen as a gateway, one that connects us to ancient karmas buried deep in our essence. Have you ever wondered why this finger was chosen to wear the symbol of eternal bonds? Before we dive deeper into these hidden karmas, consider this. If one finger can carry echoes of your past, imagine the untapped power within your entire being. If this resonates with your search for inner truth and healing, I invite you now. Subscribe to Puissance du Corps, where each video is a passage towards self-revelation and holistic vitality. Let me take you back to ancient India. In the quiet of sacred temples, where sandalwood smoke danced through the air and silence was sacred, lived the Ayurvedic sages, masters of unseen knowledge. These weren't mystics who gazed into crystal balls. No, they listened. Not with their ears, but with their fingers. They would place 2 fingertips gently on your ring finger, close their eyes, and feel. They called it Nadi Pariksha, the art of pulse diagnosis. But what they sought wasn't illness. It was memory. They believed your ring finger, ruled by the radiant energy of the sun, stored the blueprint of your ego, your will, and the karmas tied to your truest identity. You don't live once. You live many times until you remember who you truly are. Hindu philosophy. This is the karma of identity. And unlike what we often believe, it isn't always shaped by how others see us. It's shaped by who we have been, in lives we no longer remember, but which still live within us. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you didn't belong, despite bringing your most authentic self? Have you ever spoken your truth, only to feel like your voice went unheard? That pain of invisibility might not begin in this life. It may echo from vows once made in silence, roles once worn in other incarnations, masks that became so familiar they followed you here. Your ring finger doesn't just wear symbols of union. It carries a spiritual fingerprint, a karmic echo of who you believed you were and who you're still becoming. And perhaps, just perhaps, it's time to remember. Let us pause for a moment and consider. What does it truly mean to carry karma in something as small, as seemingly insignificant, as a single finger? How can the complexities of lifetimes and destinies be woven into the delicate threads of flesh and bone? Yet, it is here, in the silent language of the body, that memory resides, not merely as thought, but as energy, as presence. Karma is not punishment, it is memory, and memory lives in the flesh. Sadhguru. This truth invites us to look deeper. The ring finger is more than an appendage. It is intimately connected to the solar plexus chakra, the radiant core within you, your inner sun. This chakra is the seat of your personal power, your will, the fiery spark that drives your identity and your courage. When this energy flows freely, your voice shines bright, your purpose feels clear. But what happens when this light becomes dimmed? When the solar plexus is blocked, it reveals the karma of power lost, a silent wound that may manifest as hesitation, self-doubt, or the quiet surrender of your truth to avoid conflict or discomfort. Have you ever found yourself shrinking in the presence of others, speaking softly when your heart screamed to be heard, dimming your light so that those around you might not feel threatened? These are the echoes of a karmic pattern, a chain perhaps forged long before this moment in time, carried forward like a whisper hidden deep within your cells. Even a shadow cannot follow the sun forever. African proverb. This shadow you kiss, this hesitation, is not your enemy. It is a messenger, calling you to reclaim your power, to dissolve the invisible chains, and to embrace the brilliance you were born to shine. Inhale deeply now. Feel the air as it enters your lungs, expanding your chest with calm, steady rhythm. Hold that breath gently for a moment, letting your body soften and awaken. Now, bring your awareness to your hands. Gently press your thumb and your ring finger together, feeling the subtle connection between them. This simple gesture is known as Surya Mudra, the mudra of the sun. Rooted in ancient wisdom, this mudra is believed to awaken dormant energy within you, igniting the fire element that resides in your core, the same sacred fire that fuels transformation and vitality. Through this small act, you invite the circulation of warmth, light, and power to rise from within. The healing is in your hands. Tibetan wisdom. As your fingers touch, so does your inner light begin to stir. This mudra is a gateway, awakening what has been silent and unseen, the karma of silence. The truths you have hidden deep inside, the words left unsaid, the feelings unexpressed, now come closer to the surface. Let this moment be a mirror. Ask yourself with gentle curiosity, what am I not saying that my body is already expressing? What emotions ripple beneath your skin? What stories linger in your posture, your breath, your heartbeats? No judgment, no rush, just listening. As the mudra holds your awareness, your inner fire flickers, ready to illuminate the silence within you. Breathe into this awakening. Feel how your body speaks in whispers, inviting you to hear its sacred message. Imagine yourself standing before a mirror, not to judge the reflection but to peer beyond the surface, to gaze deeply into the vastness of your own soul. The glass no longer shows skin or features, but reveals the hidden landscapes of your inner being, your wounds, your truths, your silent prayers. The body is the language of the unconscious. Carl Jung. Within this sacred space, your ring finger emerges as a keeper, not only of karmic echoes, but of a profound and tender pain, the karma of love, betrayed or unfulfilled. It is a karmic imprint woven into your very flesh, echoing ancient promises made in the quiet chambers of your heart. Have you ever loved with such depth that the fullness of that love seemed to leave an emptiness behind? A hollow ache that no presence could quite fill? This void is often misunderstood. It may not be the absence of another's love, but the breaking of a vow, a sacred promise you once made to yourself, now forgotten or left unheeded. A broken promise to the self is the most painful karma. Persian saying. Feel how this karma lingers quietly in your ring finger, a silent witness to the times you surrendered your own needs, silenced your desires, or denied your worth for the sake of love. This karmic weight calls you to remember, to honor that promise again, to restore the covenant of love within yourself. In this sacred moment before the mirror, offer yourself the grace of forgiveness. Let your gaze soften, your heart open, and listen to the whisper of that forgotten vow, waiting patiently to be reclaimed. Here's a truth that often goes unspoken. Karma is not a sentence you serve. It's a lesson written into your soul's blueprint. It's an invitation, a guidepost, a gentle teacher whispering through the energy of your ring finger. This finger holds the stories and patterns you've inherited, yes, but it also holds the key to your freedom. The power to transform what once held you back lies within your hands, literally and metaphorically. To release these karmic threads, you don't need to rewrite your entire story overnight. Instead, take small, consistent steps, rituals that awaken your awareness and reclaim your power. Start by wearing a simple copper ring on your ring finger for 21 days. Copper, known for its energetic conductivity, connects your physical and spiritual selves, helping to clear blockages and invite renewal. Pair this with meditation. Close your eyes and place gentle pressure on your ring finger as you breathe deeply, inviting the flow of energy and intention. Feel your inner sun ignite as you center yourself. And most importantly, begin to speak your truth. Even if your voice trembles, even if the words feel fragile, let them be heard. Your voice is a sacred instrument, and every authentic expression is a step toward healing. You are not here to suffer karma. You are here to transform it. Unknown. So, I ask you now, what are you ready to reclaim today? Your courage, your voice, your power? The answer is already within you, waiting to be awakened by your own hands. Let me ask you, quietly and without judgment, when was the last time you truly forgave yourself? Not just in words, but in the depths of your heart, where your soul whispers its truth. There is a karmic imprint carried within your ring finger that runs deeper than most dare to explore. The karma of self-abandonment. It is the subtle, silent betrayal we commit against ourselves every day, often without noticing. Ignoring those gut feelings that nag at our peace. Accepting less than we deserve because we fear conflict or loneliness. Staying silent when our voice aches to be heard. Shrinking into the shadows to avoid the glare of expectations. Your ring finger. It remembers every one of those moments. Not as a judgment, but as a sacred record. A testimony of the times you turned away from your own light. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi. This finger doesn't simply hold a ring. It carries the weight and beauty of every forgotten promise to yourself. Every whisper of worthiness lost and waiting to be reclaimed. Every moment your soul longed for kindness and found silence instead. So now, I ask you, are you ready? Ready to remember who you are beneath the layers of fear and neglect? Ready to meet yourself with compassion and tenderness as you would a dear old friend? Because healing begins the moment you say yes to yourself. Your ring finger is not just a bearer of stories. It's an invitation to come home to you. Your ring finger is not just flesh and bone. It's a scroll of your soul, wrapped around light. The smallest detail of the body contains the largest truths. Taoist proverb. Today, you've uncovered 4 karmas, but there are more waiting to be seen, healed, and honored. If you felt a shift within, even a small one, this is not coincidence. It is your body whispering, keep going. Subscribe to Puissance du Corps. Every video is not just content. It's a step toward wholeness, longevity, and radiant life force. Because your healing is already in your hands.